Make sure to subscribe to Apillow on YouTube. Very cool content creator.
Okay. So, I'm assuming if you're watching this, you are old enough to, you know, really be into politics. So I have a question for you before we get into this. If someone were to start reading green eggs and ham at you, would you feel offended? If someone were to start quoting Dr. Seuss, not even quoting, they just pull out the whole book, okay? Yeah, they pull out the Lorax, and they start reading it to you in a condescending voice, like someone would use to read to a child, would you feel offended? I don't know about you, but I would feel a little offended by that, okay? So this is a tweet coming to us from a washed-up former alt-right pipeline YouTuber, Undoomed. It says, "How come you never read books at nursing homes, or to the homeless, or to the sick and needy? Why is it only little kids?" And it's like the duck running at the caricature. So you may be saying, "Oh, Pillow, he really owned the transgenders and the drag queens there." Except, it took me all of 30 seconds to find stories about drag shows at retirement homes. Also, the reason they do book readings to kids is that most older people already know how to read. I know, imagine that. Imagine that, using our brains to, like, you know, determine what's, you know, brains. We use them. Think maybe a little, hey, why don't we read to the old people? Have we maybe considered the fact that old people can fucking read? Must be pulling my fucking leg. Okay, so once again, when drag comes to a retirement community, that's progress. Then we see a drag show happening at a retirement home. Look at this guy right here. This guy's having... Listen, you know what happens when they come? They have the time of their fucking lives. Look at this guy. He's laughing. This guy looks like he's laughing with him. Got the old folks in the back. Looking happy. Looking laughing. Yeah. They seem to be enjoying themselves, as a matter of fact. So yeah, they do perform for the older people. Just so happens that it's not reading, because old people can read, generally. So that's one thing. Two, the homeless people angle? Yes, I'm gonna go up to a homeless man on the street. Say, "Hey, look, dude. I know you've fallen on hard times, but I don't like them, Sam. I don't like green eggs and ham." Like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Yeah, like D-Gaming is saying in chat, why do we mostly teach children maths and not great-grandpa? Curious. The math lobby is at it again. Exactly. This is such a non-starter. And then, of course, we have Dev. You owe me a debate, by the way. We have Dev here saying, but they do. And then it's like, we support everybody. Millwood Seniors Association hosts drag show. Beauty queen surprise a dying aunt whose final wish was to attend the drag show. So it appears that Dev is actually telling the truth here. You still owe me a debate, but, like, doesn't seem to be. There's a bunch of drag queen events for seniors out there. And then the one that we just saw. And then this one, NYC drag queens sing show tunes to seniors at Inspire Carnegie Hall. Hill, I mean, not Hall, Hill. So based Dev, critical support. Very critical support. Yeah, no. This is a stupid point. And this is one of the most stupid points that I see people try to make dishonestly. There is a reason why people don't read to grown adults. It's because they're grown adults, and considering are pretty good literacy rates in the United States of America. People don't need to be read to, and reading to people can be seen as, like, very condescending. Because to a lot of people, reading is seen as a pretty basic skill. It's one of the first skills a lot of people are taught. It's pretty important. And reading to little kids is something that people do because, you know, it's normal. Little kids like stories. Even if they can't read them, they still like being read to. I used to like being read to as a little kid, even though I was pretty good at reading. I was well beyond my reading level. But little kids still like stories. It's socially acceptable to read stories to little kids, but, you know, past a certain point, reading a story to, like, a 10-year-old, like, what are you doing? Same thing with adults. No one reads to be old people, because what are you doing? If the old person wants to read, they're gonna read. Yeah? Look, I'll tell you one thing. I spent the past couple of days with my grandparents, okay? And I love my grandparents. They are the nicest people on the planet. Nicest people on the planet. I've never seen any of them angry before, ever. Loveliest people on the planet. If I were to go back to their house with a Dr. Seuss book, or with, like, The Very Hungry Caterpillar, and I were to start trying to read it out loud to them, I might actually get disowned. You know, I might actually, you know, my grandmother might actually drop her vow of pacifism and, like, cuss me out, okay? She will break the one grandparent rule, which is be nice to your grandkids. She might actually break it. And you want to know why? Because no one does that. Because it's weird. Okay? And there are grandparents who enjoy listening. But, you know, mostly the stories that my grandparents enjoy listening to are my wacky tales from college. Because they're like that. And they're very nice. But again, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. Getting back into it. This is stupid. Flat out. You know, before I talked about this, we covered a little something, which was the guy who got asked an unfair question, and he rejected the question with the earpiece and the ponytail. This is similar to me. I fundamentally reject this. Because this is stupid. This is very dumb. Very stupid. Okay? So stupid that even Dev, short fat otaku himself, had to be like, nah, this, not this, no, dude, no, this is bad, it's stupid, okay, so, it's really all I can say about it. This is the dumbest false equivalency ever. Know how to call them out and identify them when they come up. I love you all. You can like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, join the Discord down below if you want to debate me. I love you all, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace. Gotta hit the stop recording button.